Hi, this is my comparison of two resources that I use in my classroom. I do right now have a very young class, kindergarten and first grade, so I don't use a lot of PowerPoints, and because I have technically 5 grades in my classroom, it makes it more difficult to use PowerPoints and lectures in the classroom because if I use the whiteboard, it distracts the learning of all other students in the classroom. So I took this as a different stance in the sense that I use PowerPoint to create social stories and that are also printed out for books. And then I did do a worksheet that I use for sight words, and we use it for multiple purposes. But I thought after reading that there's some accommodations I could make for online students and for students who need accommodations. So I'm going to flip through the social story for going to gym class. It is a high preferred amongst a lot of my students, and so we have to talk about socially appropriate and how we act and things like that because it is a lot different than recess. So here is the first page of going to PE. In this one there aren't any directions that go along with the social story because we kind of dissected each class. But the font is large and clear. This is an actual graphic, not necessarily a picture, so there isn't any description of the pictures in my social story. So if it was something for a student who visually wouldn't be able to see it, I might need to put a little more descriptors. The next one is an actual picture of our gym. This helps with my students who may have high anxiety. They want to know what it looks like. This way they are able to see what the gym looks like, what they're walking into. And we just talked about that PE is fun, and I get to go to the gym for PE class. And we discuss the difference between PE and gym in my classroom, and we talk about things they can do. The next page tells them what they do when they first walk in. Mr. Shields has the students sit on the gym floor to discuss the day's activities. So again, here we are talking about it. And again, I would have more of a descriptor for students who aren't visually able to see this. This is the teacher, so that they, again, for my kids with high anxiety, that they're able to see this. I thought possibly maybe having the kids create this book to color to themselves. They're able to interact with the text a little more. For online students, they wouldn't necessarily go to gym class, but this might be a good way as like a get-to-know-you activity. So they are coming to my class, and this could be my picture, those types of things. Again, here's some things that they do in gym class so they understand what the expectations are. We talk about the kind of voice we use and how we interact in gym class and how it's different from the classroom. So some of these pictures are real pictures, some of these are images that I found online. I tried to use a clear font for students who need a bigger font. We could do that with separating the pictures on one page and the font on another for students who need an enlarged print. I do print it out and make a book. The students are able to read it. They take it home and read it. They could do buddy pair with an older peer to talk about gym class if need be. And the other piece that I looked at was we call them ball words, and we break them down to about 15 words per ball. And the kids will progress from soccer to baseball to volleyball to tennis balls, and they progress through them. So the first 15 words are the ones that we're working on right now. If I were going to have an e-reader read this, I wouldn't separate them or make them in this big page. I would separate them into smaller chunks, maybe the first 15. But we use this page for many activities in the classroom. Again, for fonts, I could change the fonts, but I do really like the way the A is written. And if you're in the early ages of like kindergarten, first grade, it's something you look at when you're doing your fonts versus the A with the hat on. because this is how students are to create and write their letters, whereas the one with the hat is the fancy one. So we want to assure that we have fonts that are kid-friendly. I do believe there's too much on this page, and I would need to limit that. There are no pictures on this page. These are sight words that they cannot sound out, so we want them to be able to look and read them. There are also no directions because, like I said, I use this for many, many things in my classroom. Sometimes we'll do, the words might be around the room on different colors, and they have to color it in. I use this for progress monitoring, so I can check off the words they know. For online students, I might have them type the word, can you type the word we? In my classroom, we sing a rap about some of the songs to help us remember how we spell the words. We have different hand motions, we have different things. So on an online class, I would show videos of that. There's the rap. I would show the YouTube video of the rap that we've learned. Sorry, let me move my mouse down. For students who need the visual, this could be printed on multiple colored paper, so maybe a yellow background if they can't see the letters. I can make it more bold. Like I said, we use this for many things in the classroom, and it could be used for many purposes online as well. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.